The world of heavyweight boxing is once again ignited by a thunderous announcement. Tyson Fury is demanding a trilogy fight against Alexander Usyk. After two electrifying bouts that split fan opinions and redefined modern heavyweight warfare, Fury is determined to prove he's still the king of the ring, with expert voices weighing in and emotions running high. This clash promises to be more than just a third fight, it's a legacy battle. Let's break down the expert insights and unravel the real story behind Tyson Fury's push for one final war with Usyk. Tyson Fury stunned fans when he declared his retirement from boxing, framing it as the end of an incredible journey. His tone, although brief and theatrical, hinted at a man grappling with his future. It painted a picture of a fighter stepping away with a mix of pride and mystery. However, anyone who knows Fury understands that his retirements rarely stick. This moment wasn't just a goodbye, it was the calm before another storm. It set the stage for speculation, making his recent demand for a trilogy feel like a fiery resurrection rather than a comeback. Alexander Usyk responded to the idea of a trilogy with a calm but open demeanor, expressing zero hesitation at the prospect. Despite his broken English, his message was clear. He respects Fury, acknowledges competitiveness of their bouts, and is ready to do it again. Usyk's mindset here is crucial. He's not just willing, he's excited. This attitude shows the mutual warrior spirit both men share, and makes the possibility of a third fight not just promotional talk, but a genuinely desired clash between two champions who aren't done with each other yet.
If Tyson Fury's watching this, and he's wanting to come out of retirement, what would you say to him? Do you think he should box on, Tyson Fury?
If Tyson Fury back in career, maybe we organization one more fight.
You want would you have a trilogy with him?
No problem. I ready.
Boxing analyst Spencer Oliver weighed in on the rematch scenario, favoring Usyk as the more refined, intelligent fighter. He praised Usyk's adaptability and toughness, labeling him a genius in the ring. However, Spencer also acknowledged that Tyson Fury is the only current heavyweight capable of giving Usyk serious problems. This duality builds a perfect case for a trilogy. Usyk might be the favorite, but Fury is the necessary challenge. Their styles are so contrasting, yet so evenly matched, that no result is truly definitive until one man clearly dominates over three fights.
Come on, let's not sit on the fence here. How does the rematch go? Repeat or revenge?
I think you'd be stupid to not say repeat, because Alexander Usyk is the #1 heavyweight of our generation. But if there's any one heavyweight out there right now that can give Usyk trouble or possibly beat him, it is Daniel Dubois. But I go with Usyk because you would be stupid not to. The guy's a genius at what he does in the ring, and he proved he can tough it out with Tyson Fury, those two victories over Fury.
In the aftermath of the last bout, Usyk expressed a deeply human side, speaking not about belts or training, but his daughter. His focus had shifted temporarily to family and rest. This glimpse into Usyk's personal life shows just how taxing the fights have been, not just physically, but emotionally. Yet despite the fatigue, Usyk mentioned a short timeline for recovery. His words imply that while rest is necessary, retirement is not. He's allowing himself time to recharge, but mentally, he remains in warrior mode, still game for whatever challenge, including another Fury showdown.
Listen, my next step, I wanna rest, because my little daughter Maria, today my wife sent me a message video. My little daughter say, Daddy, 10.5 months. I look at my little daughter, 2 months, maximum 2 months, maybe 1.5. Now I wanna back home, rest, off my phone and close in my house, sit like this and then look in the sky. Yeah.
Daniel Dubois, one of the rising names in the division, offered insight into the mindset of contenders. His excitement in preparing for a future title fight shows how the heavyweight division is evolving, but also reinforces Fury and Usyk's positions at the top. Fighters like Dubois are hungry, but they still operate in the shadow of giants. His words remind us why Fury Usyk 3 is such a monumental event, because no current contender can generate the same energy, drama, or history. The new generation is coming, but the old guard isn't done writing their legacy just yet.
How was it for you going face to face with him?
It's good seeing the guy that I'm going to be going up against, and getting ready to take all the belts from. So I'm pumped and I'm ready to fight.
When asked to compare Fury and Joshua, Usyk gave a surprisingly analytical answer, favoring Fury due to his intelligence and success against larger opponents. This praise coming from Usyk, who's fought, both adds serious weight to Fury's demand for a trilogy. It's not a rivalry rooted in disrespect. It's built on mutual recognition of greatness. Usyk sees Fury not just as a rival, but as the most complex puzzle he's faced. And in boxing, nothing sells like two masters trying to outwit one another. A trilogy here isn't just necessary, it's inevitable.
Who would you pick between Joshua and Fury, two of your former opponents?
I think it's Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury is a bigger man, like a smart guy.
Yeah.
Boyce reflected on his previous altercation with an opponent during a press conference, chalking it up to mind games. This anecdote may seem peripheral, but it underlines a bigger point. Psychology is a massive part of boxing. Fury, the master of mental warfare, thrives on chaos before a fight. His recent demand for a trilogy isn't just a challenge, it's a trigger, a test of Usyk's mental resolve. If Fury's past is any indication, he's not just preparing for a fight, he's preparing for a psychological battle from day one.
Obviously, we all saw the push at the news conference, Daniel. Tell me more about that. Was that planned? Was that just one of those things that happened? Talk to us about the push.
Yeah, more or less one of the things that happened. It's just fun and games at the moment. You know, his camp going against my camp. But on the fight night, you guys are going to see something amazing.
Tyson Fury's public declaration that he beat Usyk twice and is ready to fight again in front of 100,000 fans in the UK was more than bravado, it was a direct challenge. He's making the trilogy a spectacle, not just a bout. The statement frames a rematch as unfinished business, where Fury believes he's been wrong and is ready to set the record straight in front of a massive home crowd. This kind of narrative isn't just compelling, it's electric. The demand isn't about money or hype, it's about reclaiming truth and legacy.
Has Tyson Fury announced his return to boxing? Well, Tyson has said that he's ready to face Alexander Usyk for a third time. Tyson took to social media to say, "I beat the 2 times and the world knows the truth. Anytime, any place. The UK next. 100,000 people."
Fury's comeback, announced just months after retiring, now has new fuel. Usyk is not only open to a third fight, but fans are demanding it. The rivalry has reached a fever pitch, and the timing couldn't be better. With both men still in fighting shape, and no definitive winner across 2 fights, the pressure is on. Fury's decision to call out both Usyk and Joshua gives fans a choice, but his tone makes it clear who he wants. He wants Usyk, and not just for one more payday for pride, redemption, and ultimate closure.
Just months after announcing his retirement, again, Tyson has made it clear that he's ready to return to boxing and settle this rivalry once and for all. Usyk exclusively told me that he would love for that to happen. So what do you think? Who should Tyson Fury face, Alexander Usyk or Anthony Joshua?
Teddy Atlas, a voice respected by purists, reminded fans of Dubois' setbacks and the controversial moment in the Usyk fight where many argued a body shot should have counted. Atlas wasn't just analyzing a moment, he was speaking to the heart of competition, adversity, and adversity is exactly what fuels Tyson Fury. His trilogy demand is also about rewriting perception. He knows in the minds of some, Usyk came out on top in their last fight. For Fury, this is personal. He wants to erase doubt and show he's still the man who bends boxing narratives to his will.
I also have a lot of respect for Dubois, for the man he is and what he's become. That he fell apart in 2 fights. Yeah, different things happen, I get it, but physical things happen in the fight with Joyce, and then in the fight with Usyk, where Usyk, some people think that it should have been a punch to the body, it shouldn't have been a breakage and a stoppage, and that it changed the fight. The bottom line was, at the end of the day, in both Joyce, it's about overcoming.
Teddy Atlas expanded on Dubois' journey, saying that redemption was more important than money in his comeback. This resonates deeply with Tyson Fury's situation. While some might frame his trilogy demand as a cash grab or a publicity stunt, it's more than that. Fury has always fought for something intangible, his pride, his name, his story. He's already been a champion. He's already made history. But what he's chasing now is closure, the kind that only comes when you walk through fire one last time and emerge undisputed. This trilogy could be that fire.
But I think more mentally in both the Joyce fight and the Usyk fight. But he came back, he redeemed himself, and he did what you said. He fought those 3 tough fights. And those fights, I think he would have fought them for free. At least the first 2. Because it was about redeeming himself. It wasn't about getting paid. It was about finding out who he was, finding out what kind of man he was. It was really about living the rest of his life with pride.
Charles, speaking bluntly, said that you don't outbox Alexander Usyk, you knock him out. It's a statement that speaks volumes about strategy. Tyson Fury knows this too. He tried boxing Usyk before and found himself tangled in a chess match with a grandmaster. The third fight has to be different. Fury will need to unleash the version of himself that fought Deontay Wilder, a relentless, smothering giant. His demand for this trilogy isn't just about settling a score, it's about unleashing a new strategy and proving that he can solve a puzzle no one else has cracked convincingly.
Does he have to knock Usyk out to win this fight? And is he walking in against the same Usyk, given the fact that Usyk's been in 2 battles with Tyson Fury?
Yeah, you're not going to win a boxing match against Usyk.
It's got to knock him out.
I think let's all agree on that.
Frank Warren, Fury's longtime promoter, hinted at what a trilogy would mean in legacy terms. He mentioned the Wilder trilogy as one of the greats and positioned a Fury-Usyk trilogy on the same pedestal. This isn't promotional fluff, it's a historical lens. If Fury goes into a third war with Usyk and comes out victorious, he cements his place not just in modern boxing, but in its golden archives. Warren knows that legacy isn't built in isolation, it's forged in rivalries. This trilogy, if it happens, could define an entire era of heavyweight boxing.
If he was to commit to a trilogy, he's had one unbelievable one with Deontay Wilder, which will be remembered for ages, and then he could go into another one with Alexander Usyk. What does that say, in your opinion, about Tyson Fury?
I think Tyson, going into this fight, for me, has been... look, a lot of journalists after the last fight, lots more sports writers rather than boxing writers, or some of them are a bit were haters, but the majority of them said that Usyk is now the best heavyweight of his generation.
Charles returned with tactical outlook, acknowledging that while Usyk is skilled, the aim should be total domination, seek and destroy. That attitude mirrors the energy Tyson Fury must bring. It's no longer about point wins or tight decisions. The narrative now calls for finality one man, leaving no doubts. Fury's demand for a trilogy may be wrapped in showmanship, but the mission is deadly serious. He wants to rewrite the script with authority. If the plan is destruction, then Fury must tap into the most violent and focused version of himself to meet the moment.
Yeah,
so that's...
yes. The same thing when we went to Poland. We're not going to outbox Usyk and win on points. The same thing applies to this this fight, upcoming fight. Yeah, by any means necessary. But if it happens to go points, Usyk won't be in a good state to. We will win. But the game plan is to go there, seek and destroy. Always is. And we will be victorious on the 19th of July.
Frank Warren closed his thoughts by declaring that if Fury wins a trilogy, he stands alongside legends Ali, Lewis, Marciano. This is the heart of Tyson Fury's demand. He's not chasing Usyk, he's chasing immortality. Beating one of the most technically gifted heavyweights of this generation in a final chapter would be Fury's exclamation point on a storied career. It's not about belts anymore, it's about becoming unforgettable. And for a fighter like Fury, who lives for legacy, that's the only reward that truly matters. This trilogy is a shot at becoming timeless.
That he deserves to be up there with the Alis and the Louis and the Marcianos and all these guys going back in time. If Tyson beats him, then that becomes Tyson. And I think Tyson's there anyway. The fact he's a 2-time world champion, the fact that he's won his titles on the road in the other guys' countries or adopted country, he's there. He's a great fighter. Comes through this one, even better fighter.
Tyson Fury isn't just demanding a fight, he's demanding a final act in the grandest heavyweight drama of our time, with Usyk willing, experts chiming in, and fans salivating for closure. All signs point to a trilogy that could eclipse even the greatest rivalries of the past. For Fury, it's not just a battle in the ring, it's a war for legacy, redemption, and undisputed greatness. Whether you believe he's still the king or see Usyk as the new emperor, one thing is clear, this final clash could define an era. Don't miss a punch of the action. Hit subscribe to Box Hub for knockout analysis, expert predictions, and the realest takes in boxing. Whether it's Fury, Usyk, or the next big rivalry, we break it down, round by round. Like, comment, and join the fight only on Box Hub.